Hello, and welcome back to Game Review. My name is Caleb Denby, and today we're going to be going over a very high-level game of chess that was played between yours truly and Mario Roper in a Blitz tournament right here at the St. Louis Chess Club. Without further ado, let's just take a look at it. The game started d4, knight f6, c4, c6. Actually, a very interesting move order to get into the Slav. I think it's kind of worthwhile. It makes some lines for white a little bit trickier. The game continued, though, with bishop f4 as my choice, and now d5 transposes into the normal Slav. However, this extra option of playing c6 followed by knight f6 really gives black an interesting choice here to play this move queen b6. And I think this is a worthwhile line for black. So you Slav aficionados out there, maybe take a look at this one and think about adding it to your repertoire. Instead though, we just got the normal Slav with d5. I'm a very ambitious player, so I capture this pawn the second I can. I like taking things. So going into the exchange Slav. Now, everybody expected c takes d5 here, and we have a normal exchange Slav. But Mario had other ideas for me. Knight takes d5. Not the best move, but interesting nonetheless. My bishop's attacked. Maybe I'll miss it. Thankfully, I didn't this time around. And so bishop g3, and Mario continues with the move bishop f5. Perhaps an interesting way for him to play would have actually been to expand with e5. And now his opening starts to make a little bit more sense, giving up this pawn in exchange for this active knight and some pressure with moves like queen b6, now that my bishop has been diverted all the way to g3. Instead though, bishop f5, and I simply develop my knight to the c3 square. Black continues with knight takes c3, which is a bit of a mistake. It supports my center a little bit too much. And now after e6, I play a very nice move, f3, which controls this e4 square and really highlights how much the white central advantage is going to be relevant. This bishop comes out to e7. Now I get to play e4 with tempo on the bishop. Bishop comes back to g6. The bishop comes out to d3. Black castles. I play knight e2. Mario plays knight d7. Getting developed. I play this move rook b1, hitting a pawn on b7. Black defends his pawn with b6. Very high level stuff. I went ahead and got castled. And now, black wasn't really sure what to do here, I think. Mario thought for a little bit, if my memory of the game serves me correctly. Maybe black could try c5, maybe black could try e5, although there's not really enough support for it yet. But in the end, all of these pawn breaks are just a little bit awkward. So what Mario came up with was actually more awkward than all of those pawn breaks, though. He went for this move f5, which is really just not a good idea. It leaves too many weaknesses behind, and after knight f4, it's difficult to protect everything. If you play bishop f7, I'll take on f5, and after takes on f5, I'm winning a pawn. And if you play bishop takes a2, I should note there's things like bishop takes h7 check, as well as simply bishop e6 check, and forks are coming your way. So he didn't like bishop f7, and instead the move he chose is king f7. And I'll let you at home try and find the refutation to this move. It's not super complex, but it is a nice one. Okay, of course the answer is to play knight takes e6, and after king takes e6, if you got this far at home, hopefully you saw the continuation here. It's a pretty one. There's actually two ways to do it. The first way is the one I chose, bishop c4 check. And these bishops are cutting across the center of the board. The king must go to f6. And now, let me introduce you to my friend Chris and my other friend Cross. And the king has been crisscrossed to death. And this is the end of the game. It's a short one today, but thank you very much for joining me as I went over the high-level Blitz game I played with Mario Roper in a Blitz tournament here at the Chess Club. And my name is Caleb Denby. As always, I will see you in the next episode.